couldn't click that because it's in a soul. What the fuck?
What? Why is this not on? Okay, so we have a short. Let's do
Alright, she's gone, guys. That's 15 seconds.
just lock this in. That was a way for me just then not. Oh, so in this instance, we have
She's still ghosted. Dude, oh my god!
well, a much higher elo game. Let's set this to 1080p. This is NXI. The
This guy's a Wizard 101 player.
we have 3 challengers, 4 grandmasters, 2 master players. Right?
I feel like there's only like
it's 3 grandmasters, 3 challengers.
Bro, you're not catching him. Hello.
Or not even bad. It's just like whatever, you know, not enjoyable. It's my opinion.
Oh my bad. It was 4 challengers, 4 grandmaster players, 2 master tier. Yeah. Yeah, it was like 4 challengers. No, wait, no. What? It was like 3 challengers.
Bad reset for
Actually, hella forget. Hella forget. My apologies. Could have swore it was just. I do know that Isles is playing Renata. He's a starting professional support player, exerting a lot of pressure. I have full faith in Niles and Renata to exert an intense amount of pressure, zone control, vector control. NXI had a great early game skirmish over here in the beginning to apply pressure. He saw kind of this 4-quote press where all 3 lanes were winning. Olaf was not technically jungle tracking, and so the Rengar was looking for the most easier opponent to attack, and it's harder for Rengar early level to even engage into a stunning Exile or a interrupt control mage in Renata and Nico with her stun. So then, as expected, NXI properly counter rotated and anticipated the Rengar to gank top. Olaf dies. NXI then applies pressure onto what you would call like Gromp Bush, and you can call this elbow bush blue side top. You go top, elbow bush blue side. They should be able to exert the pressure to take out this Rengar. Yeah, easy pickings. Boom, 3-1-5. Excellent early game in the first 15 minutes.
What the fuck?
You got it. And see, bot lane Exia has like a 6 KDA, like a 1-1, or is that 7 KDA?
That's what I saw right here, bro.
7 KDA. Apologies. But yeah, anytime I see what's it called?
Set up your Owen Tim.
High assist from the ADC. It's a great thing to see.
Ooh,
that's excellent pressure from Isles again to just kind of force out their abilities. Use his ult to trade ults. Boom. Let's go. Good pressure from Lee Sin's fighting champ that wants to win the early game and kind of snowball. Called kill accelerated gold. Don't. Oh yeah. No. What is Diana doing? But you definitely want to get the assist. You at least want to get in one attack, right? You got it. You got. Oh. You got it. Yeah, I was saying, they should get some assists in there. Boom. There we go. 5-1-5. Giga strong. Yeah, that's incredible. When you have a 10 KP at 15 minutes.
Hope my team knows I'm going to be completely useless the entire game.
What's going on.
So, enjoy the 45.
Looks like LP secured. LP in the bag. Put the headset.
I will collect the mid wave.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so even as a jungler, if you're mid laner, he's doing the proper thing at the high, when he's catching the mid wave XP. The jungler's there in the mid wave, catching the 6-man wave, 6-minion wave. Nico can't get there. Nico then accelerates across the map or increase the movement speed. He probably could still apply pressure to Rengar. He should have the item advantage, right? Yeah. But if Nico would have landed the stun, I think Rengar dies right there. But they're in a great position. It's a full court press. Towers are up. Towers are good. Team's on a full court press.
Didn't type
Y'all
racing
got
with
this.
Renekton? Oh yeah, no. I'm
Y'all
side
got
I'm side scrub noob here, bro. That Renekton's a dog, bro.
Go team! Go
That guy inted me
team!
earlier.
Woo!
Oh, I'm turn on the T1.
I would type too if I wasn't a good guy.
Yeah, just you know what you love seeing it.
Oh my
you know,
god.
NXI North
big.
American. You know, former professional jungler for FlyQuest and CLG. Has an excellent foundation underneath him. Should be in the scene right now playing. Just there's so much talent that all you have to do is just stay steady, keep making content, keep winning games like this. And then so is Isles, as a starting professional
Have we all
support
decided
player
on
who won
Cyberpunk, by the way?
two
Wait, am I just playing Cyberpunk
Team
on
Liquid,
stream?
or was on Team Liquid when they
Wait,
won two
is that even a
Academy
good idea?
championships. Like I said before, or I stated before, so Isles, I have full faith in Isles and Renata to play the champion at a high level because he's a pro player,
Let me
pro
think, because
support player,
Cyberpunk's a long game,
incredible
bro. That's
talent.
what I'm saying, man.
Versus like I wouldn't expect the average Renata player in high elo
So I was trying to do like a
exert the
fucking
kind of pressure
story
control
game,
that he
bro. It
can
was
do.
like 10 hours. Kind of like the Quarry. That shit was like, what, 13 hours, bro? So chill.
Yeah, see, even just that weaving and efficiency of his Renata
Talk to
for
chat,
Isles
play the game type shit,
was
10
sitting on
hours,
the edge of
one and done.
dancing, doing damage, weaving in and outside the 800 to 1000 range, poking the Renekton, getting the tower damage, utilizing minion positioning, cutting across. All this is just efficient, taking towers, enemy team. It's still actually a close game. Surprisingly, it's actually a close game. It's just the enemy team blue side is not respecting the kind of team fighting that the red team is exerting. Even though this is blue and this is red, this is traditional red side, this is traditional blue side. And on top of the wonky composition that the blue side was going for too, they had like a Zir in the bot lane, which doesn't really make any sense. Kind of weakens their team comp. Boom! Look at that. Just Olaf eaten. Just rolling over the Diana. The Diana could not win the early game against Nico. Nico's a catcher champion, control mage in the mid lane. I didn't quite see the draft order positioning, but I'm also guessing that Diana must have blind picked her champion in the selection of the draft for blue side, and then I'm also guessing that I didn't see the draft, but that Nico must have just counterpicked.
I don't want to play games. I know what happened because I feel like the reaction. Well, I kind of know what happens in Cyberpunk, but like I don't know. You could do some fuck shit in Cyberpunk.
Yeah, they're in a great position. I mean, Nico doesn't have to be where she's at. Nico should easily just fall back and secure and take away the jungle camps. Nico should know better. I mean, the mid laner should know better. They don't need to dance around like this because, like I said, there's no wave. They're not catching any XP. This wave is just now catching, so she could. The mid lane Nico could get this, but Nico should have already sliced through the jungle, taken the camps. Because you can also deny XP too, right? By allowing the wave to continue to push out. Yeah, your ADC is in the mid lane. They could apply some vision control for objectives, but I think Isles is probably already on that. The enemy team must have FF because he just fired his ult. Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, 4-1 vote. GG.
Hold on.
Super quick. Just super quick. I'm also super surprised that NXI is going 12 hours playing League of Legends. That's a lot of gaming.
Is Rengar an easy champ to play against his Lee? I wouldn't say easy, but it's not like a hard matchup.
Great win. Good win.
Rengar could definitely outplay it.
For me, I mean, I would honor Isles. That's just me, though. That's just me, though, because he did a ton. But I can see why he would honor Olaf.
I've already played Bioshock Infinite.
Plus 34 LP. Nice.
I haven't played the other ones, but they look kind of boring. Get on Cyberpunk.
Plus 34 LP is solid.
I mean, I don't have to stream 22.
Won 2 games in a row.
What? How long do I want to stream for? You feel me? 10 hours.
He's been streaming for 12 hours, but he said he's been gaming for 10 hours, so he's probably counting breaks in between, right?
Plus 34 OP solid. Thank you, Death Ray. I appreciate you, buddy. Have you heard of any of the Dark Pictures game? Yes, sir.
I also like the whole Insight Capture GG. It's kind of this app. It's interesting. I'll have to do some more research on it.
It literally always is.
But just the ability to like record.
I mean, Alright, how
if you're
about
streaming,
this?
you're streaming
I
on
have to
Twitch.
dodge
So
one more
Twitch
time.
already
I
captures
will either play on a
all of the whole
smurf,
stream stuff,
which
but
is like GMMR anyways,
the
or
aspect of capturing maybe
I
just
could
the
definitely go
game
like 9 more
content that's being
hours.
recorded could also be nice for like some edited highlights or something like that. You know what I mean? Like in terms of just trying to mix in.
I should be so much higher OP, bro.
It's just a different set of data. You know, data instead of capturing all of your screen, all of your
Can
stream
I
with your,
farm this
you know,
one? No way.
just this game
I mean,
insight
1v1 not that
function.
hard when this is just
I
like
think he also likes it because then you can still like pop into queue right and then still review VOD review your match, which is pretty cool. So while you're sitting in queue, you can just VOD review your match. So I'm gonna have to check
He has
out
flash
this
here, he
whole.
can just flash W and I'm dead.
Mm. Yeah, he's right. He's right. You know, but then again, you know that was also a huge risk too. You know, the Renekton was calculating. Like I understand what NXI is saying, how the Renekton could have went all in for the trade, but there's a risk that he would miss and die. Versus what the Renekton did was kind of patiently apply kind of pressure to push him out of his vector and zone control, and then the Renekton could have easily got away and then
Yeah, we
recall
got
under
Christmas.
tower.
Woo.
So it's kind of, you know, risk reward, whatever you're looking for. But I see his attack angle is just that's like a low percentage
Damn,
high
what y'all
risk
know about
play
this?
versus Renekton did kind of the
See,
right
buddy?
thing. Just he's applying
Thank you,
pressure to
Death Ray.
push out and then to save his jungler to get
Just
away.
remember, Death Ray, you are appreciated here, buddy.
So good stuff. Good
Wouldn't
stuff.
even be mad because I know it's gonna be pain to find all the clips with no timestamps. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, he's in a great position
I
too. You know,
should've
just
gone you
because of
after
where
this
he's
one,
at with
but
the fourth
it's a
pick.
bit
So
hard when I'm in game.
you want your supports and bot laners to have the
Stream,
first
please?
pick, second
Nick, I
pick,
just saw what you said. Beyonce.
because it's really just it's an
Beyonce
even
too.
state in the bot lane for posterity and for all players to understand. You know, ideally you want your first pick to be your ADCs. Your ADCs kind of they want like their strongest. You have hands, so for players that play League of Legends, the draft order should always be first pick kind of ADC.
Oh wait.
ADC versus ADC, the
okay,
gunners
okay.
versus gunners, or
Thank
marksman
you.
versus marksmen, or AP carries for
Yo,
AP
what's up,
carries, or
Christopher?
AD carries for AD carries. It's just about hands. You don't you think
Yeah,
less. You're
about
just
like 9 more
mechanical
hours.
skill with your animation canceling and attack weaving and attack layering.
You know what I just realized, guys?
So
Like,
you want
if you're actually playing to win, doing 20 plus hour streams is not very like productive to win. Like if you're actually trying to climb type shit,
yeah what
cause like I
NXI is
feel
saying
like
here is
you
super
be thinking
important too.
less after like 20 hours.
Yeah, you only have
Bro, that what?
you know you need 8-10 hours of rest.
What?
But NXI is talking about if you
Say
play
sorry, dog.
12 or 12 hours or 20 hours trying to just game League of Legends, you're just kind of burning
Say
yourself
sorry,
out.
dog.
Versus playing just like 5 games or 6 games with an intensity versus like okay you're trying to play 10 games or 15 games or 20 games in 20 hours. If it's 20 hours then maybe let's say 1 game an hour, that's just too many League of Legends games where you're just kind of burning yourself out. Versus if you just play 5 or 6 hours and you're trying to go 5-0 or 6-0 or
Is that
5-1
Damon?
or
Someone
4-2.
go check. Somebody go
You
stop
play 6
Damon.
games in 5 hours or 6
Check.
games in
Go.
6 hours. If
Go.
you're just trying to go
March.
4-2
March over to his stream. Let me
or
know if that's Damon.
3-3, maybe if your MMR sits properly, but you're trying to go 6-0, 5-1, 4-2, stuff like that. 3-3, if your MMR is great, then you're still gaining. Like if you're elite, you'll lose less XP. You'll lose less XP on your losses, and you'll gain more XP and LP on your wins. But yeah, like for example, like if I lose a ranked game, I'm only losing either negative 0 LP, I'm losing negative 1 LP or negative 3 LP.
Same thing with
Because
Lily.
even when I'm losing, I'll be the best player in the match, and then when I'm
Dragon's
winning,
Frontier.
I'll hit 30 LP or
Oh, this is
33
looking
LP or
like a
35 LP.
dodge, boys. This is looking like a
I think I've hit
dodge.
like plus
I
37
am
LP like one
not
time on a
fucking
win
gambling this game.
with my Thresh or something like
This
that.
shit looks
But
awful, by the way.
that was like
I
last
mean, my
year.
best pick here was like Gravis.
Earlier this year, maybe 4 6 months back, I hit like plus 30, plus 35, plus 33 LP on my target games support. Uh,
I'm dodging.
it's a combination of like when you're
If it's not
Emerald beating up
Damon,
Diamond players, and then when you get to Diamond and you
there's
beat up Masters and Grandmaster players.
There's literally no other.
You're essentially stealing. You're not even really stealing their LP. You're just the game is trying to get you to your proper rank. So you gain the LP based on how efficient, how well you play, and when you beat and set challenger records. So, but in this instance, I like both drafts quite even. I think Trundle is definitely overrated. You're seeing more Trundle. I think Sona is also underrated, so you're seeing more Sona. I'm not that big a fan of Hui, the new battle mage. I just don't know his kit, so I can't give him a proper evaluation or tier
Alright, guys.
position, you'll have to defer to Skill Cap Challenger or other YouTube guides on their tier list with Hawaii because he's a brand new battle mage. It would probably take
Alright.
me
Let's see how long
more
it is.
time
It's
to
30
study the
minutes.
champion, understand his kid. His kid's like super advanced. They created another champion where
So we're gonna
not that many do
do
this,
League of
but
Legends on
he's
PC
one of
right
like less
now.
than five
And then we
champions
gotta
that
play
have
some
like
champions for
8 to 10 or 12 spell combinations or something like that. So it's not like a
EM stream
Q
or we play both.
W E
Maybe
R
EM
where there's
stream.
only 4 spells and you're trying to
Bro,
learn your three
some
hit,
light,
4 hit,
some
5
light.
hit
Bro,
combo.
some light.
Like in Street Fighter, where you're gonna hit your 3 hit combo, your 5 hit combo, or 8 hit combo, or 10 hit combo with
Alright,
a
alright,
classic
alright.
set of
Alright.
4 spells.
A lot of yapping
This
from some.
is
Hey,
Hawaii
shoot. All I'm saying
has
is
like
just wait till
spell
you get back to
adjacency
America, buddy.
with
I know
combinations. So
I know
he
you're
can
just
QQ, QW,
downloading
QE,
and typing. It
QR.
takes forever.
He can
I can send you pictures
WW,
if you wanna look.
WQ, WE. So
Yeah,
that spell combination
you can do
it
it 3
just
times a day. You get
expands
5-minute bans.
his skill
I don't
expression
know. I'm about to find
to where
out.
he can have like
So
12
I've
hit
dodged
or
twice
more
today, and this
combos
is my third
built
one.
into
So
his
let's see
kit.
how long I have to wait.
And only like
So on the third one,
Rise
you have to
and
wait
like
12.
Aphelios
I was
and like
259
GP and like Nar and
OP, and
Nidalee
now I'm
and
250. Yeah,
Elise
so you said
have
so
that
3
have
times
the
in a day.
highest
Third one is 12
skill
hours,
in
and
the
it's
game,
still
and
50
Azir has
OP,
the
but not
highest skill
ranked.
in the game because of what their kits do and the
So
ability
I
to
guess
have
that's
these
that.
8 hit, 10 hit, 12 hit
I mean, that
combos
was a
in their
loss, like
skill kit.
100%.
Not like a Fizz where Fizz, super straightforward. Fizz loses his W, but he can like kind of incorporate it. So as like the entry level assassin, that really like even his ult doesn't combo
11:50.
into his
Yes,
kit. So it's a
sir.
ranged
Still
knockup.
working today.
Um, that doesn't really synergize with this kit. So even like Fizz only has like a 3 hit, 5 hit, maybe 6 hit combo if you want to incorporate the ult, versus like champs like Rise, Aphelios, now Hawei,
Oh, this white.
Nidalee Elise, GP,
Oh, this white.
um, where their kits
Alright, let's
can
go to
hit
ID.
these 8 hit, 12 hit combos that are just much more advanced to land.
We're looking into this.
You do more damage
We're looking into it.
with more skill expression.
Alright, Otis, how about this? I'm gonna play some games in GM, and
Oh,
then you decide what you wanna.
looks like another
Then you toss me some
group
games.
dodge.
I mean, like, I'm so down for Dark Souls 3. Down for Cyberpunk. I
It
actually
looked
just
it looked
wanna
like an
play
even
Cyberpunk
match.
on
He was going into a match. I
PS5,
think both
but
teams had good
I
compositions.
just played it. That's the problem.
But someone dodged or
So
whatever.
I'm thinking like maybe if I
So
play
if I
it,
zoom
like
back over, I
maybe
don't know if
like
we have any other high elo
good,
League
bro.
of
Stay
Legends stuff
gassed up.
going on.
I don't need to see no more fucking Kane
Oh,
talk.
Jurassic's playing.
Leave
I
me
can
alone,
see
bro.
what he's doing. Oh, tracking the pros, but then again, it's
It's not finishing Dishonored. I am.
Arya is doing her thing. Teamfight Tactics. So right now, just even off the bat,
Dishonored.
the
I
game
am, bro.
comp is just a little
Game's
too
hard.
wonky. Where what I mean by that is,
Alright, let's see here, bro.
like, this is an assassin. This is a fighter. Assassin used to be a slayer. Quinn, is the range marksman, but I mean, like you said, you're seeing the Zeri, which is the traditional AD carry, just melt the enemy team. And so for Quinn, she would probably ideally not need a Senna. She would probably need another tank. The jungler, like, I just don't understand what this comp is. Maybe assassin, jungler, top. And even then, Zac as a tank probably didn't go tank right.
I mean, I'm
Just
still gonna
kind
get a
of
win. Just gonna try
kind of
this.
all over the place for 2-1 match.
Goes in if you need a hitman
Just
and
the
you
team
see it,
composition
decide
just
to
didn't
go.
really hold up. You'd want a control mage to pair with your assassin so they can combo. Like, because two assassins don't really combo. Like Yone and Yasuo, or Yone and Master, you can't be in the same team comp because they're both assassins that want to go forward, but there's no combination in their skill set to have a jungler, any kind of assassin, jungler, assassin, melee just don't have any kind of combo to work off each other.
Bro,
It's
do you wanna
teamwork.
put the dopamine?
Versus if it's just having one control mage can lock down the opponent with their spells, right? And then that would allow your assassins to flank.
50 cents.
Um, versus just two damaging assassins don't really have any kind of synergy. It's just glass cannons trying to shoot or glass swords trying to cut. And then Zac isn't even really a traditional tank. Zac is more catered to. How can I describe Zac? Even though he is somewhat of a Vanguard tank, it's just like Zac can be built as like an AP fighter, right? And not so much like a tank, because even just how he's designed, when he like hops around a lot, right? Which isn't like tankiness. the hopping around is like good for as a jungler to gank and apply interrupt knockups, right? So Zac is almost like the supportive fighter AP kind of tank, but because he wants to bounce and jump a lot, that's not really tankiness. That's not like a frontline kind of fighter. That's more just like the supportive jungler that interrupt knockup to try to help your teammates get the kills, right? So even in his kit, Zac doesn't have damage. You see what I'm saying? So for anyone that wants to play Zac, just to dumb it down, to democratize the League of Legends, to make it easier to understand, Zac, you just start thinking about his kit. You're like, what is he doing? Okay, he's hopping around. He's not really like holding the front line like a traditional Vanguard or Warden tank. He's like a hybrid AP kind of supportive interrupt knockup. So if he's interrupting and knocking up opponents, he's trying to assist his teammates to do the damage, so he doesn't have the damage. So just stuff like that. And then if the player doesn't even utilize the sustain mechanisms of the knockup and the jumping with Zac, then it doesn't incorporate any kind of synergy with your team in terms of fighting. Same thing with Master Yi. Like if Master Yi goes all out assassin and doesn't build like a fighter, then he can't sustain the damage, nor will he have any kind of fall to apply any kind of pressure. So if Yone goes all damage and Master Yi goes all damage in T1's case for his team composition fight, then they're just going forward as glass cannons. The moment they get caught, they're dead. And that's what you saw like in the game, or the ending in the game was you caught it. And Senna cannot support Quinn because Quinn is a traditional marksman that really truly needs a front line. So Senna's poke, Quinn is poke, that means they give up pressure. They don't exert any kind of pressure. You know, Senna pairs well. She's the first marksman support because she pairs well with a frontline aggressive ADC. She could play vertical and not horizontal. So Senna, even in her kit, it's designed from her Q, where Senna can stand behind her ADC in a vertical position, fire it, heal and shield her teammate, and then hit the enemy with an extended range from her Q. Just even that off the bat, Quinn can't be in the front line. It just goes against her whole kit design, and so Quinn just immediately dies. So if T1 was playing any kind of early ADC like Lucian, and Senna is naturally designed to work together. Lucian is supposed to be frontline ADC, hyper aggressive. His kit gets extra shots. What do you want to do with extra shots? You want to hit your opponent. Senna can stand vertically behind him and support him. So you can go Draven, Senna. You can go Samira, Senna. You can go MF, Senna. So for me, I feel like the highest skilled ADCs, right, that play, just play early game AD carries and show off your skill set. If you're a higher elo, if you're in the top 2%, if you're diamond above, play an early game ADC and just roll your opponent because you have better hands. You know what I mean? And just and then drag your support along. That's how you carry. Versus if you play a late game carry, you're defaulting your whole early game to your support. And so to help dumb down, let's make League of Legends easier to understand if people understand. If you are the better ADC, if you're the number one player in the match, take an early game ADC and show everybody you got hands and rickroll the opponents and get the 18 kills. Go 18 kills in one death, like myself, and carry your opponent and drag your opponents along. So when League of Legends is testing me, right, and League of Legends gives my opponent 4 Emerald players, and I get 2 Silver players and an Iron jungler, I'm still going to roll in with my MF, get 18 kills, get 1 death, get 20 KD or whatever, and just roll the whole map because I'm that better player. So, but if you play the game and you play a late game ADC, you are defaulting the first 15 minutes of the game, the whole early game, to your support to have the competency to cover for your weakness. That is a huge risk if you're not playing in comms or with the team. So that'll make it hopefully easier for everyone to understand. I do feel bad for T1 having 1 win, 4 losses, but it just comes down to you win and lose to the draft. So even this team comp, just I hope the Mordekaiser's top. I hope the Kindra's jungle. I hope the Jace is mid. If they are not doing that, that is bad. So this is the longer lane should go to the Juggernaut, and the shorter lane should go to the Poke champion. Jace is playing in a longer lane as a Poke champion and can get caught in the longer trades. Mordekaiser will always perform well in the mid lane because he's a Juggernaut. It's really hard to kill him. Oh my god. What is going on here? That should never happen. That should never happen in a million years. Not in 5 years of me playing League have I ever seen a center take command position of Pixel Bush in the early game. Senna is a hyper game late game scaling support marksman. She has a hyper carry as a support in the late game. She has no level 1. What? Senna should never in a million years take level 1 Pixel Bush.
I'm not playing competitive games.
That support
I don't even have fun.
is trolling. Senna is a hyper carry late game support that has the weakest 1 to 3 level. That's the support is trolling. The Senna is a hyper carry late game support that has the weakest level 1 to level 3 in the game. Because Senna, her whole kit is designed to collect like souls, and she has infinite scaling. There's only like a handful of champs that have infinite scaling, like Veigar, Senna, I think Bard, and Thresh. I think those 4 champions are the ones that have infinite scaling because they collect these stacks that are emitted from the game. And so because they collect stacks, the control rigs that stack onto them throughout the game, Bard collects chimes, Thresh collects souls, Senna collects souls, and Veigar, I think anytime he kills anything, he gets like stronger or something like that. So they're the only champions that are infinite scaling. As the game goes on to not late game but end game status, they just dominate. So that means they're designed to then lose the early game. So yeah, I just watched the Senna support in T1's game take command of Pixel Bush River. This should never happen. Not in a million. Even just positioning, Senna is a back line, not a front line. So why is she standing in the front line? And so this is a weird team composition too for T1 because Karthus and Senna are both poke champions. They're both backline champions. They are not frontline champions, so they don't even really synergize. I mean, unless Karthus, unless with his kit and his design, he's really going to play a forward positioning in the front line with Karthus to have Senna play as the proper vertical support line in the back line, then maybe, but just even off the bat, so Karma's going to have great AoE poke, just more efficient in her kit, the cost effectiveness of Karma's kit, the shielding of her ADC has more utility. Jhin has the longest range attack auto range of all ADCs, so he's going to just hammer home with his utility, the ability to stun, his ability to bounce his grenades, the strength of his force shot. His teammate jungler walked over a ward because Jhin repositioned. So yeah. I feel bad for the Jace because either the Jace in the top lane doesn't know what they're doing, but you can have a poke champion in the top lane on the long lane into a position where if they get into any kind of long trade, it's going to lose his XP, lose his CS, and get pushed back. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that Senna's dead. Boom. Yeah, pretty sure Senna's dead. If Jhin still has flash, Jhin probably lives because it's really hard to kill a Jhin when you have. Well played, Kindred. But the Karma did not weave in her attacks or stun the right target. If the Karma... Oh, she's dead. Boom! Karma! Dude, that's a good Karma. That's a good Karma. That's a good Karma. The Karma re-engaged, found her position, I think hit the wall, hit it with the Q, and then killed the enemy Kindred. That is a good Karma. She stole blue buff too? Like, oh my goodness. You have to be careful here because if T1 was in a very precarious position. He was in a forward, aggressive position, traditional blue side wall. Oh my goodness. Wait. Oh no, I don't think the Mordekaiser understands what just happened right now. Mordekaiser's gone. I don't think the Mordekaiser understands. Never as a mid laner trade your life for the enemy support. I'll say it. I said this yesterday. I said this last week. I'll say this to the... I keep playing League of Legends. Never as a mid laner. You're one of the key most positions in the game as like a forward position. The centerpiece of the map, mid laner. Never trade your life for the enemy support. Enemy support will want to. The enemy support will gladly trade their life to kill an enemy mid laner any day of the week because then when the mid laner's gone, your whole team loses center map positioning and center map pressure and center vision control. And supports can gladly die 5 times or 7 times, but as long as they're trading their lives like that, you will lose the game. If a mid laner support or support in jungler or support in top laner is trading their lives like that, your team will lose the game. Enemy support is making better better plays. This whole it is really hard to take out a Karma. See, Karma's gonna stun the Kindred. I think Kindred's dead. If the team had turned. Oh, never mind. Yeah, see, this is the Karma not weaving in their attacks proper. The Karma is layering in their auto attacks. That Kindred only has 400 health. If you're doing, an extra 65 damage, 75 damage with your auto attacks, and you just land 3 extra auto attacks, that's the damage you need to win the game. Now, the what's it called? This four players bot, and then Jace dies top. They're losing the game. Jace is losing top lane, losing CS. Mid lane is losing XP, losing CS. That's actually a really bad rotation. If you commit 4 of your teammates to rotate to kill one enemy support, you just gave your team negative 240 seconds of map control. If you send 4 of your teammates, I think Jin's about to just kill some people. If you send 4 of your teammates to kill one enemy support, you just gave your team. Oh yeah, I told you, Jin's killing everybody. What are they doing? Like what? This red side. So even though it looks weird, this is traditional red side, traditional blue side. It just has the colors, changed or whatever. But they are losing the game. The mid lane is about to have a 20 CS lead with a gold lead from the Orianna that hasn't been hit. Is beating the Mordekaiser because the Mordekaiser just gave up 2 waves. Top lane Jace is losing against the Vayne's about to go down another 20 CS. So every 15 CS is kill gold worthy. So it's already 300 plus gold. You just want a quick analysis of where your economy is at. So that means the Vayne top lane, if they're getting plates, they've already have the CS lead and the kill lead and the assist lead. Is already at almost like a 1,000 gold lead over the Jace. That's bad. That means the Jace is down a full component, and in the next 4 minutes, the Jace is about to be down in the whole item, and it could be really bad. Orianna's in the same position. Orianna's now in a position where they're going to be up 1,000 gold with the level lead, with the item lead, and start applying more poke pressure to the Mordekaiser on T1's team. So the Orianna that has not been applied any kind of pressure is already kill accelerated gold and level lead, XP lead, item lead above the Juggernaut. If the Juggernaut, like the Mordekaiser in the mid lane, falls behind by 30 CS, this game is over. When the Mordekaiser rotated to get a revenge kill on a support is a really bad mid laner that has zero competency or understanding of the game, and just shot himself in the foot. So this Orianna has a 30 CS lead. That's a 2 kill gold lead plus 3 assists. That's another 1.5 kill gold lead. It's already plus 1,200 gold. And then, so, and it's just bad. It's bad all around for the red side. They're going to, once that Senna dies, boom, he has to block these shots. If T1 does not block these, oh my goodness, they have a Lee Sin. Oh, this game is over. This game is over. It's GG. It's GG. Lee Sin is, that game is over for T1 because Lee Sin is 3-1-2, kill accelerated gold, full map control. The Orianna has a kill accelerated gold, item lead, level lead, incredibly strong. Oh, now what Lee Sin did is Lee Sin did not need to invade. So Lee Sin and Karma dying is being super greedy. That should never happen. All they needed to do, Lee Sin and Karma, all they needed to do was just recall and then spend the gold they already have. But the Lee Sin and the Karma was being super greedy, stayed on the map, and then got punished by proper rotation on red side. But that should never happen. So, yeah. And then, someone's fighting Senna and what? Okay, so then Kindred and Senna die. Exact same scenario that just happened on the opposite team, just happened to this team. So then 2 teammates, the Karma and Lee Sin, were super hyper aggressive, being greedy, and went forward. I should have recalled, died, and then his teammate, the Kindred and the Senna, were being hyper aggressive, was carrying too much gold instead of recalling and spending it, and then went to the enemy jungle and then got killed. That is really weird. What is the Jace doing? I mean, if Karma just stuns the Jace, like I don't think they have a. Oh, if they have flash, they'll flash out or whatever. Yeah. Mordekaiser finds the Karma, but because Jace TP'd bot, that means Vayne gets first tower gold is still up, so whoever takes first tower is going to get a huge chunk of gold for their economy. Vayne's getting the XP and level lead that she needs. Senna dies again because she should not be in that position. If Kindred dies right here, oh my goodness. If Orianna flash forwards ults, holy cow. Yeah, I still think that. Oh, they're going for the Kindred. I think they're hunting her down. Oh yeah, Ori I think has her. If Ori, yep. Boom. It's still game. I still think it's game over. Both teams don't know when to utilize their goal and just recall. Oh my goodness, he just stunned them. Oh, the Mordekaiser should be dead. Mordekaiser should be dead. Boom. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Oh my god, and the Jhin gets the gold? 747 Jhin. That's a 14 KP Jhin at 12 minutes. That's an 847 Jhin at 12 minutes. That's an 847 Jhin at 12 minutes. Holy cow, that game. What is going on? That's a 15 KP Jhin at 12 minutes. He is 120% kill accelerated gold, XP, and economy. Jace got the. Okay, Kendrick got the kill. But then again, it happened again. Like, Jhin should have never died. Like, Jhin got the kills. Should have just recalled and got out. And they, like, stuck around. Like, what? Like, that makes zero sense. The Orianna is still in a perfect position to kill the Kindred if she rotates around the Dragon Pit and applies pressure. But it's so weird. And then Vayne is just free farming, free XP, free gold in top lane. I still think blue side wins, but you're seeing wonky, easy mistakes that should never happen on both sides. I would ultimately say the past 8 kills, 4 deaths, 4 kills on each side should have never occurred. Because you already got the kills, you already got the kill shutdowns. Should just recall and expend that gold and get back on the map. They were like holding on to too much gold, and then they're getting punished. And T1 is rightfully so understanding that he cannot step forward. And if this Jhin gets another kill, if he fires his shot. Oh man! Oh, here goes Vayne. Oh man! If Vayne had hopped the wall, she would have taken out the Kindred. But Vayne went through like a traditional path. Yeah, teammates are dying. Because they're not respecting the. Oh wow! I'm actually surprised that the Jace caught back up in goal when he was down 20 CS. How did that happen? Oh, but then again, it doesn't really matter because Jace is mid, sharing XP and gold. See, like the team doesn't need to be there. Jhin just needs to recall. Jhin already has what he needs to have. Yeah, they got the first tower gold for the blue side. Not this side, it's traditional red side. This is blue side. So no one's catching top wave XP. They're sharing. Senna, Jace is sharing mid wave XP and gold. So yeah, but it should probably be like 19 to 10 blue side because 4 of those deaths are really wonky. Or they're just sticking around. It comes back to Kindred and Senna on this traditional red side not having proper vision. Yeah. Then again, I can't see the map too, so T1 has the map covered, so I can't help any kind of, attempts to counter intel the game. Wow, that Lee Sin really wanted that red. That was really weird. That's also another preventable death that should have never occurred. Lee Sin had no business going back in after a Kindred ult, unless somehow Orianna is there to back him up, but she rotated slowly. And actually, Orianna could be applying way more pressure too. I'm actually super surprised that the Orianna is not, what's it called? I'm actually super surprised that the Orianna is not there to back up the Jhin to get the kill. So his team is coming back into the game because they're punishing blue side for their lack of... Oh, and then Orianna dies. Wow. So now they really are coming back into the game. Well played. Staggered deaths or stumbling into the fight versus the Karma Jhin and Orianna focus fires in the Kindred. They were kind of staggering forward. Like the Jhin ADC was like frontlining, going forward, face checking a bush, getting hit by the Senna Karth Assault. Vayne would have to. Oh my goodness, dude! Vayne just Vayne just dog walked the. Vayne just dog walked the Jace. The Jace was in a position, and then she 2-1'd him. Oh man, if Jin's gonna fire his ult. Ooh. Jin is still strong, but really, just kind of bad team fighting on both sides. Karma should not be in that position. Karma disrespecting the Kindred. Where's the Kindred? Is the Kindred? I didn't see the. Well, T1's not tabbing to look at his opponents and teammates' builds and positionings. He's just kind of observing. Okay, Kindred's 6'5", 9, so still doable. Enemy Jin is 10-6-8. I see Senna dying 7 times. A little, or my Karma dying 7 times. A little too much. Oh man, Jace, I don't know what you thought you were doing there. I don't know what you thought you were doing there, Jace. That was not the play. Basically, Jace is like, if you can't see the enemy, expect the enemy to turn the corner. So Jace thought he only saw one Jin, except there were 3 people in the mid lane. Jace has 0 map awareness. Jace has 0 map awareness. Jace has 0 map awareness. Jace got greedy, you know. It's the he thought maybe he could 2v1 Karma Jin, but Lee Sin was right behind him. Like, that's hilarious. That's when a player shuts off their brain and just goes hit ball, see ball. Finally, the Orianna uses her ult. That's probably the first ult I've seen in 18 minutes. Boom. Oh, Vayne collapses back down. The team gets the stun. Boom. Oh, Vayne is going to go forward. Oh, Vayne. Oh, never mind. Oh, Lee Sin, I think, is trying to heal by utilizing. Oh man, Vayne just hit it, condemned to the wall. Boom. Wow, that coordination. Oh my goodness, bro. It's a scrappy game, but just both teams are just doing this horrible team fighting. Oh, Karma could have killed the. Oh, I think Karma got some. Boom! Yeah, Karma would have did that earlier. Karma hesitated. If Karma had engaged properly, Lee Sin stays alive. It's a little too scrappy. I think there's too many deaths. I'm talking about this like 50 kills at 19 minutes. Just too much. Oh man, Senna might just get caught right here if he lands his shots. Oh man, it's but just too much deaths on both sides. No one's really team fighting. The kill accelerated gold is blossoming the game into like ridiculous kind of power levels. Man, I mean, T1 has some toxic fans, but this is the community he generated. But oh, there's Orianna firing her ult. That's what the Orianna should have been doing from the beginning. So I've seen 2 good ults from the Orianna, but essentially the game is in the hands of the mid laner. And now Mordekaiser is like, oh, I'm the Juggernaut. Well, yeah, but you can't 1v4 there. Oh, Lee Sin just rolling him over. Ooh, I still think blue side wins. You know, yeah. I mean, this is traditional red side. They've lost. Ain't no way both these teams are making these boneheaded mistakes. No way I just witnessed that. That is the ugliest Baron I've ever seen. That has to be the worst Baron from blue side I've seen in 5 years. They were fighting all below 50% health, tried to engage and then take Baron, and then leashed Baron for red side when they're probably carrying gold. That has to be the worst Baron play I think I've seen in 5 years. Ugh. Hilarious. Overall, just not a good game. I mean, it's 60 kills at 22 minutes. The kill accelerated goals has blown up the power levels of the characters and the champions. Blue side traditional still has. It looks like. I mean, I can't really tell what the map code looks like. They still have 6 towers up. This is red side traditional. It's only down 2 towers versus 3, but I'm actually super surprised. That was really weird. Why didn't the Orianna not engage her ability onto Kindred? This is where the utility of Karthus that T1 playing is coming into play, because he can fire his ability. Orianna should never frontline into a Baron power play for the opposing team. But, what the heck? Yeah, just overall, bad team fighting on both sides. And if you have bad teaming on both sides, the Karthus scaling and the Senna scaling will come into play. But this is just ultimately bad team fighting on both sides. That's actually an interesting play. Orianna's just not weaving in her attack spells properly. So the enemy team gets 3 low health and they run away. Well, they got 2 inhibs. The Karthus late game's coming online. The Senna late game's coming online. But it's overall not a good game. I mean, just even the first 10 minutes, what was good in the first 20 minutes, what the heck, just both teams just dying needlessly, and then that just kills servers the gold out of control. Like, Orianna should be like 6-3, 14. You know, Jin should probably be like 8, 3, 10. Karma should really be like 1, 3, 20. You know, but they're not, because it's just horrible team fighting. It's really essentially a lacking of teamwork on both sides is creating these 2v2, 1v2 skirmishes that are just wonky. They're overstaying and they're punishing each other. Both teams are overstaying and punishing each other. Look at this. This is a 40 kill game, and the mid laner has 9 assists. This is a 40 kill game, and the mid laner has 9 assists. That's bad team fighting from the mid laner on his traditional red side. Yeah, any kind of 40 kill game, you need your teammates to have at least 20 assists. Now, see, the Karma at least has 18 assists because they're still properly team fighting, still properly engaging, getting stuns, getting poke off. So red side T1, 2 inhibs down. They have Dragon Soul. They essentially made the whole fight kind of muddy and ugly and scrappy and contested and just bloody and bruisey. So then the macro kind of goes out the window. The team fighting goes out the window. Counter intel goes out the window. Wherever Orianna's is, probably. Oh, I guess Karma gets the hit. But it should be GG, just because Yeah, should be GG unless somehow Lee Sin and Ori can get a pick play. This looks like it's GG. Because Orion already flashed. Okay, he gets his second win of the day, so he gets 2 wins, 4 losses. And a really just wonky game where it's just both teams just disrespecting each side and dying needlessly. That is really strange. You see it again here in whatever game this is. It's probably a Dig Biofrost. Yeah, another game where both teams are just lacking team fighting. The only person that can team fight is the support Nautilus, who is Biofrost. Team composition is catching the last 60 seconds of a match. Yeah, Kha'Zix is great. I mean, watching Yukino and XI and what's it called? There's this other brand new jungler in the Champions queue. It's doing his thing with Dowdy Kha'Zix. Echo should not build Rabadons. He's not a mage. He's an assassin. And you don't need to build Halo Blades on Echo, so you just kind of cripple the champ in the mid lane. You can go first strike on Syndra, but to die 7 times, like, you can go first strike Echo because he has the potential in his kit to land his hits first with the ability to E over walls and kind of the short dash range of the E. Samira is 16 kills. This game is not over. Nexus towers are still up. Nexus towers is still handling, and Samira is kind of right where she needs to be. She has her 5 items. I don't count boots. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items. Samira's in a good position to win the game. This red side team would just need to ball comp and focus around their team fights to protect the Samira. Samira has all the damage in the world. Essentially cut down anybody in this game. Echo got the stun onto Garen. Garen should not live here. Yep. The team is their fine position. I mean, Sauce can do his thing, getting back fish control, so there's no warding or flanking TPs. And Samira is in a good position to win the game. Mainly because this MF is they have died too much. And I don't think that's the proper items on MF. Yeah, it's not the proper items on MF. You should just go PTA, Ghostblade, Collector. You want the movement speed to kind of help win the early game with their build. Oh, this is a support Silas. Oh, wow. Really weird. 12 death support Silas, really weird. I don't think Silas can even be a support. Yeah, it just goes back, yeah. If they play around Samira, she has all the tools in her kit. She has 17 kills. She has her 5 items. She has the Ghost Blade. That MF should have a Ghost Blade. Your ADC is dying 10 times. Even as support, you're just dying. In League of Legends, if you die more than 5 times, you're making too many mistakes. So the Garen 10-5-6 is making the best decisions you can. The 13-4-10, Kha'Zix has a 23 KP, 38 minutes, only died 4 times, making all the proper decisions in the game. His 19,000 gold lead, but look at the Samira with the 21,000 gold lead. So that's when you look across the map, right? And you're like, super easy to see. If you democratize, let me dumb down League of Legends, make it easy for everyone to understand. In this match, the Samira has the gold lead. She is the carry. She is the AD carry. But just, yeah. It's just, like, the Ghost Blade is just better, for your carries. They can use the movement speed to get away, use the movement speed to disengage, re-engage. Oh, that's actually a good play. Biofrost got the hook on Silas into a MF ult, but For traditional blue side, they should be pushing bot wave. No one has the Dragon Soul. This is the 7th dragon. That's also kind of really good and bad. 3 dragons on each side. They have the Baron power play. Maybe they feel like they can just end it right here. But I do worry that the Samira can still, which is going to clear the wave, right? No one wants to take Nexus Tower shots. Wow, Samira gets caught. Oh, never mind. Syndra gets caught. Samira just wipes the team. Holy cow. Look at that. Boom, boom. Triple kill for the Samira. 20 kills. Destroying blue side. Traditional red side. She is a menace. She is strong. She is the carry. The Kazakhs may have a 23 KP, but she has a 27 KP. Just think of it as just raw stats. That is destroying. Oof. And even though Bifrost and Nautilus had 28 assists, really valiant, just Samira would just. It's just that's how she's designed to just do massive amounts of damage. Yeah. And especially, like, you can try to carry us not, but Samira just can just roll dudes over. Samira. 29 KP. Gold lead. Traditional red side. Hard carry. Well played. Well played, Samira. Yeah, Samira, 29 KP, 21 kills, 8 assists. Had the most KP in the match. Because Nautilus just... You can't really carry with Nautilus. You could be an elite support with Nautilus, right? But Nautilus doesn't hard carry in the support position. So he, good, valiant effort from Bifrost with the 29 KP assist, but not when Samira just triple kill, wipes your team. Her ultimate is so great looking, and even in not just even the VFX and what it does. Her ult is a massive AoE that'll fire. Like, I'll show you her kit, people to fully understand Samira. It is a beautiful thing to see. It is an incredibly powerful Samira with the LOI. And when you break down the champion, I think it's the wrong thing. Oh, no, that's the wrong thing. That's the champion, list of champions. What she does with her ult can just hit like all targets in her massive AoE kind of bullet time. Where is she at? Samira. Yeah, the Desert Rose. Just
oh my god, you're one of those people.
Max damage, max mobility.
Oh my god, you goddamn briefer. Holy shit.
What's going on?
Oh nah.
Where's NXI looking at?
No, it doesn't need to be banned. NXI viewers are all hate watchers? Yup.
Oh, I don't know, something's making NXI mad. I don't know what's doing. Okay, so let's. Oh, we're 3 weeks away from the LEC Winter 2024 split. So the LEC split, their pro season for 2024 for the LEC or the League European Championship Series will have, I think, like 3 kind of seasons, because they want 3 small tournaments. They want to finish the first season in the European scene and then have a small tournament. Then finish their second season and then have another small tournament. And when they finish the third season, everyone goes to Worlds. And ultimately, Riot Games wants that format to going forward for forever, essentially, for the next couple of years and beyond, because they want to have 3 international tournaments and they want to give their pro players 3 breaks in the year. And yeah, just it's super fun. If you have 3 international tournaments, then fans and people can fly out and enjoy tournaments that way, in a sense. But when you look at Samira, she's doing the whole bonus magic damage, bonus AD, hybrid damage. She gains style stacking, bonus movement speed, which then can weave into your. Samira's basic attacks against an immobilized target is empowered and have an uncancelable windup. So some basic attacks can just do damage. And so it's just like guaranteed damage. And having that in her kit as a ADC, having guaranteed damage with an uncancelable windup pretty much means her animations can't be interrupted. They just trigger. Is immense pressure, and just even most passives don't have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. She has like 7 paragraphs on her passive because of the interaction of her passive throughout the whole game. She has this stylizing, stacking, uh, accelerated kit that is immense. She has 125% AD on her Q. She has 80% AD on her W. Um, it can life steal. Um, her blade whirl off her E is the spell shield that will block incoming damage. 80% bonus AD, so even that just hits and cancels enemy abilities with the spell shield. That is a great 1-2 ability. Um, Wild Rush, doing her thing, and then the Inferno trigger. She even has a taunt built into her kit. She does this thing where she'll give 1 gold to an enemy team. But
Did I play with this guy before? This
yeah,
Aatrox?
that's just
Is that
hilarious.
impressive?
It's really funny. It is really funny. You give 1 gold to your opponent to do
That's
one
fire account.
true damage to your opponent. It's a really funny kind of smirky thing that they did. Um,
That is
with a really fast. That's super funny. But her ult is Showtime. Her ult is the Inferno trigger. Um, People probably looked at it and were like, "What is this doing?" She, a torrent of shots. It's every 2.25 seconds. That's incredible. Incredible. It can each shot can crit strike too. Like that's nuts. That's nuts. Oh, oh. Hey, Dad, you go. Hold up.
stand here so Kane can't get this camp. All right, see what happens. Doesn't look. The only thing I'm worried about is top lane. We can survive bot always. Nice little juke by that minion. Well played, bro. Nice little fucking. Ooh. Ooh. Big. I need a push. No, Tyler. Oh my god, I trolled it. I trolled it. Actually, maybe that's not too bad. Maybe not. Okay, because I traded 1 for 1 anyway, which was what, or excuse me, 1 for 2 anyway, which was we were dead regardless. But I also got a summoner spell, so whatever. Fuck this guy. You make me move. Okay, this Belwith is going Blade. Yes? Is that what that builds into? Blade is the only Belveth build I've seen perform. kill. Please kill. Kill if it's winner's Q. Yes. 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 Ah! I can't move. That would have been bad. I didn't realize we were fighting so long.
An ally has been
Not
slain.
winner's Q.
An enemy has been slain. You have been slain.
Presence of Mind got there a bit late, didn't you, bud? Not worth. Rakan got the kill. What is it about? Ah, it's Kraken. Never mind. GG. Wave's good though. Also got her flash. Rakan needs to move here. Not retired from chess. I still play puzzles, bro. These angles are crazy. Well played.
You have slain an enemy. An enemy has been slain. An enemy has
That
been
was
slain.
almost not terrible. Yikes.
An enemy has been slain. You have
Big,
slain an
actually. Let's
enemy.
go. Bro, if this Belveth ran back bot side, by the way, they all die. I don't like junglers that do that.
An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been
Fucking
slain.
massive. And Vayne got soul killed. And look at my wave! Ah! Right, first strike Karthus. Don't play that dog shit. Don't play first strike Karthus bot, bro. Imaginite pick on the cane. I like you. Fulton 50. That was my bad.
Killing spree. Killing spree. You have slain an enemy.
Okay, so I just won't press any buttons, bro. MF getting a little bit feisty in the chat. Beautiful. All this is dog shit. This guy is pretty bad. I thought I played against him before and he wasn't terrible. It's been a while though. It's been a while.
Rampage. Shut down.
I wonder if that would kill. I say it probably would, but whatever.
Your team has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed a turret. Shut down. An ally has been slain.
Are you fucking serious, bro? Don't die here. MF didn't really didn't want to heal
Turret
through.
plating will soon fall.
Oh shit, he shimmied him. MF is 4-0, no bounty. I could never.
Dream, just talking to my father about Christmas plans, spending Christmas at my sister's boyfriend's family house, or James's house. The good people, good family. They have a huge two-story house over in Palo Alto, and they'll probably catch the Monday night football on Christmas and watch some NBA basketball on Christmas, and there's bowl games happening or whatnot. Um, that was my analysis of the League of Legends games. I'll cut this stream now. best of luck to NXI in his match. I could probably do a quick. I didn't see the compositions. I didn't see the. I like this. Udyr's a great fighter. The Yona can be used top lane. Kali is a great mid lane champion, high skill expression. Ezreal's great late game champion, also high skill ADC champion. Bard, high skill champion. Yeah, Yoni wins the early game super hard. Oh my goodness, look at that. Look at that damage. He could go right about now. Oh, now. Boom, 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 baby. Boom. You got this, man. He's in control. Yeah, Yone can also be a menace of a champion too. Oh, the freaking Kane. He might be able to outplay the Kane if he can get the knock. Oh, he had to get the counter knockup. Unless he can get the knockup flash out. Oh no. Oh no. I think he could have got away. I think he could have got away. The reason I think he could have got away is that you have to interrupt knockup your knockup and then flash out. And I think he can get away. But it's such it's a little bit harder to pull off, but I think he could have did it. I'm not sure NXI was thinking about it, but good stuff. I was gonna do some sports review. It looks like there's a bowl game going on, UCF versus Georgia Tech. Close game. It's only 2-score game, really. People call it 3-score game, but really 2 touchdowns, 14 points, so 2-score game. And in terms of NBA scores right now, sports review. Raptors 76ers. Damn, what? 76ers are off to a super slow start. Raptors are off to an electric hot start at 25 points to 12 points. They have a 13 point. That's a 6-score lead. You have to score 6 times to try to come back into that. 76ers off to a super slow start. Even though they're still the dominant team at 19-8, and the losing record Raptors are just push the metal. Tonight, Wizards at the Warriors. Warriors should win this game. Warriors are 13-4 with opportunity to go .500, get back to even. Wizards are 5-22. I think the Wizards are just tanking. They probably want the number one while picking. Everyone can kind of see it. Mavericks with Rockets. Mavericks should win on the road. It's Luka with his squad. Really strong opponent. Luka's in perfect prime position to try to go for MVP this year. Heat versus Hawks. The Heat just have better defense. Bam Adebayo. Doing his thing, super hard center to stop, athletic center to stop. He's averaging almost a double-double for the whole season. We are 28 games in the season. Heat are 16-12. Bam Adebayo is averaging 22 points at 9.6 rebounds per game, pretty much 20 points a game, almost 10 boards, rebounds a game, with 4 good assists. Nuggets versus Nets. I look for Mikal Bridges, who's also scoring basically 22 points a game to go up against Jokic at his 26 points per game. Denver 5-point favorites. Yeah, Miami's 2-point favorites. Yeah, Houston Rockets are 9-point favorites. What the heck? It's because the Rockets are 11-2 at home. So the Rockets have solidified a strong home opener in the first few months of the NBA season with probably their defense. They have another athletic center in Sengun, who's almost averaging a double-double per game. Their center for Houston's averaging almost 20 points a game and also 9 rebounds a game. It's an incredible stat. Right now, Steph Curry's averaging 28 points per game. The Warriors are 12-point favorites at home to eventually demolish the Wizards. And like I said, everyone's looking at the Wizards thinking they're just going to, tank the season to get the number one pick. Kevin Durant's averaging 31 points per game, but De'Aaron Fox is averaging 30 points per game too. So tonight's game at 7 o'clock, the Suns at the Kings. Both teams winning records. The Kings have an incredible home record. That is one hell of a good match. De'Aaron Fox is turning to the young superstar, like a young Kobe, like a young superstar player, threat across the board. I would say De'Aaron Fox's defense really just is not there. I would still say Steph Curry's defense is better than Fox's, but Fox just has the athleticism and youth, is given extra agility at a high-end elite speed to do his thing. So yeah, that's pretty much today's review of the NBA. Let's close this out. And then on ESPN, we just have a bowl game going on. These guys are giving it their all. They're trying to encapsulate their seasons as hard as they can. They're doing everything they can to get these wins for their respective institutions of higher learning, for their respective D1 schools. So Georgia Tech and UCF are battling it out second quarter. They want to encapsulate their season, their work ethic, their strength, the blood, sweat, and tears, the time, studying your opponent, studying your classes, to just get all out on a win, to win their championship in this Union Home Bowl game. Good luck to both squads. But they're going to go out, swinging. So, also just good football, just in general. UCF is 6-6, but they've had a reputation over the past 6 years to play good football. And Georgia Tech is 6-6. Sure, they're even, but they've also played good football over the past 10 years. And so, to respect the programs, even though they're kind of, you can say, average, when it comes to this position, as you're fighting for a bowl game, they're going to give it their all. And so, good luck to both squads. Close this out. And as I was saying about Samira before, when once my father called, I was talking to my father, just what Samira does with her ultimate. People just don't understand. They were ignoring kind of what this does. It's 25 plus 50%, 80 per shot, and she rapidly shoots at nearby enemies. In 2 seconds, round to the next game tick, and in a quarter of a millisecond in between intervals, each physical damage with each shot is reduced by 75% against minions, but each shot can crit strike at the 75% AD, bonus 45% bonus physical damage, and applies lifesteal at 50% effectiveness, because it has to. This trigger from her ult is what's even more crazy is that she could fire Gale Force during the Cloud Burst, during the Inferno trigger, her ultimate. It is insane. It is insane. People saw it, they didn't quite understand it, but just the bullets that are fired in a quarter of a millisecond in between intervals to everything around her is a lot. It just for every second that passes by, it's 5 times by 25 plus 50% plus 120% crit bonus physical damage with lifesteal. Just the math alone is like it's every target in the circle is getting hit for like 200 damage, just minimum, and then that can be crit. And so she could be just hitting targets for like 600 damage, everything around her. She's doing 1,200 damage in 2 seconds. That's what people just didn't do the math to quite understand what she does. Because each shot can crit strike. She could fire 5 shots in a second at every target around her. So she will do 1,200 damage in like 2 seconds minimum. That's what people just don't understand with Samira. They just do the math. They're not good with math. They don't understand the math. But that's why Samira melted that squad in that one game. Just holy shit. But call it like it is. Oh, that'll do.